is no passion to be found in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Nelson Mandela. What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is your willingness to step into your power? Not your background, not your resources, not even your circumstances. The biggest roadblock between where you are and where you want to be is the belief that you are not good enough. Far too many people play small. They shrink themselves. They silence their voices. They settle for crumbs when they were meant to feast. They dim their lights to make others comfortable, not realizing that their very existence was designed to shine. Why do we do this? Why do we hold back when we know we are capable of more? Why do we accept mediocrity when we were built for greatness? Fear. Fear is the prison that keeps people locked in a cycle of lack. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, and even fear of success. Some people are more afraid of their own greatness than they are of staying small, because stepping into their full potential means stepping into the unknown. We've been conditioned to believe that being too much is a bad thing, that speaking too boldly, dreaming too big, or wanting more makes us greedy or arrogant. But the truth is, playing small doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't serve your family. It doesn't serve your community. It doesn't serve your purpose. And it certainly doesn't serve the world. Let's talk about the real reasons people stay stuck in smallness. Fear of failure. What if I try and it doesn't work? What if I give my all and still lose? So instead of trying, they stay comfortable in the illusion of safety. Fear of judgment. What will people say? What if they laugh at me? What if they talk about me behind my back? And so they shrink themselves to fit into the expectations of others. Fear of outgrowing others. What if I succeed and my friends don't? What if I rise and they resent me? And so they stay small to avoid making others uncomfortable. Fear of responsibility. If I win, that means people will expect more of me. They might hold me accountable. And so they sabotage themselves to avoid the weight of greatness. Fear of the unknown. If I leave this job, this relationship, this environment, what's next? And so they cling to familiarity, even when it's toxic, because uncertainty feels scarier than misery. Fear of success. What if I make it and still feel empty? What if I reach the top and realize it wasn't enough? And so they settle before they even start. Fear of their own power. What if I really am as gifted, as strong, as capable as I've always felt deep inside? Then what? Then the excuses must die, and the real work begins. As if our own fears are not enough, people will try to keep you stuck as well. For instance, your growth exposes their stagnation. The moment you start rising, they can no longer pretend that their lack of progress is due to outside forces. They must either evolve or admit they chose to stay the same. They fear losing access to you. When you step into your full potential, you may no longer fit into the spaces where they are comfortable. And rather than grow with you, they try to hold you back. They are afraid of being left behind. Your elevation reminds them of the work they haven't done. Rather than be inspired, some will choose to resent you for making them uncomfortable with their own inaction. They have built an identity around your smallness. Some people only know how to relate to you when you're struggling. Your success forces them to either adjust their perception of you or distance themselves. They fear you proving them wrong. If you win after they doubted you, it challenges their entire belief system. And some people would rather you fail than face the truth that they were wrong about you. They depend on your insecurity to validate their own choices. If you rise, they can no longer blame their circumstances for why they haven't. Your courage calls them to action, and that terrifies them. Your success reminds them that they too had a choice. The moment you break free, you prove that they could have chosen differently. And that realization is painful for those who have spent years making excuses. But here's what you must understand. Your purpose is bigger than their opinions. Your destiny is not tied to their comfort. Your calling will not shrink to accommodate their fears. So what will you do? Will you continue to play small to make others feel secure? Or will you step fully into the person you were always meant to be? Will you keep waiting for permission? Or will you realize that the only permission you ever needed was your own? Playing small will never protect you from criticism. It will never shield you from judgment. It will never make you feel fulfilled. All it does is rob you of your joy of knowing who you truly are. Is it time to stop playing small? Is it time to stop doubting your brilliance? Is it time to stop pretending you don't know what you're capable of? What I know for sure is it is time to stop living beneath your potential. Because let me tell you something, you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to lead, to impact, to inspire. You were meant to rise. And if some people can't handle that, let them go. The right people, the ones who are truly meant to walk with you, will celebrate your growth, not resent it. No more excuses. No more delays. No more waiting for the right time. The time is now. The decision is yours. Step boldly. Speak loudly. Dream unapologetically. And above all else, stop playing small. Because the world doesn't need a watered down version of you. It needs the full, unstoppable, limitless expression of your greatness. And today, I dare you. No, I challenge you to step into it. Stop playing small. You've got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.